Greetings, true believers. Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've put out a video. Been kind of busy with other things. Most notably, getting through this Deadpool update. Update 4.3 is now live and active, and we have a slew of new characters that need to be collected and ranked up. And I'm in the process of doing that. Right now, as you can see, I have 3 of the new characters here. Phantom X, Domino, and Deadpool, all at 5 stars. Now, today we're going to be taking a look at Deadpool. He is a native Tier 2, so he has that Tier 2 passive active, and he is currently at 5 stars because RNG has not been kind to me. I imagine RNG hasn't been kind to a lot of you guys either, so you probably feel my pain. But let's get into the details of Deadpool. Alright, as you can see, his rank is 25,000 in the world. Is not very high. Going further into the details, we have his attack speed maxed out at 130. Let's see, critical rate is 45%, critical damage is 165, ignore defense and skill cooldown are both under the cap, 42 for ignore defense, 43 for reduced cooldown duration, or skill cooldown as I call it. His attack speed, since he gets attack speed natively, the best ISO set for him would be Overdrive. I managed to roll Power of Angry Hulk, and I'm leaving it there for now until I finally get him to 6 stars. Then I'll attempt to roll for Overdrive. As you can see, my resources are drastically low. Look at my gold, 133,000. I feel like I just started playing the game and I got my first 100K. So yeah, this update has really been taxing on me because of my schedule. I don't get to play as often as I used to. But still, I plan to upload at least 1 video a week to keep things fresh for you guys. So as you can see, Power of Angry Hulk for the ISO set, that will be changed to Overdrive once I get enough resources stacked up again. Let's go into the gears. I have all of his gears except for one at 15. I accidentally double tap the button. I don't know how I did it, but I got 1 to 16. I didn't plan on doing it, but it happened. It is what it is. But as you can see, 2 physical attack and HP on each one of them. I'm going to put crit damage on the first 2 and crit rate on the bottom 2 to finish it off. All of his skills are at 6. Let's take a look through the skills very quickly. His Tier 2 passive. Increase guaranteed critical rate by 20%, increase skill damage by 32% with a bonus damage of 15%, and 4% max HP for 1 second, slightly less than Wolverine's. His first skill has a stun on it and also does 50% bleed for 1 second, which lasts for 3 seconds. I'm iffy on the bleed. Let's put it this way. If you're playing in Shadowland and you have to face up against Gamora, her bleed will kill you if you're not careful. However, if you're playing with Gamora in Shadowland and you bleed any character you're going up against, it doesn't really have that much of an effect. So I feel like that's seriously unbalanced, and again, that's something they really need to look at. Let's take a look at the 2 skill. Crit rate increased by 10%. So maybe putting extra crit rate rules on him is not such a good idea, but I'll see once I get him to 6 stars and play with him a little more. I honestly haven't used him in Shadowland yet. I haven't done anything in Shadowland yet. 3 skill has a stun on it for 1 second, and this is awesome. 15% decrease all defense stacks up to 45% for 10 seconds. So that is that applies to the enemies. You can decrease their defense, which is awesome. He also has super armor with this 3 skill. So that's why a guard break Obelisk is probably not the best on him. I doubt he could get guard broken with the super armor up unless you're facing somebody who can penetrate super armor. So guard break is not a good idea for an Obelisk on him, although if you want to be extra careful, guard break would make sense. Anyway, super armor, all defense up by 5% for 2 seconds. That's going to increase as I max him out. His passive is the healing factor, 45% recovery of max HP for 1 second. That's when his HP is below 20%. So when he's near death, that's going to kick in. But keep in mind, with his Tier 2 passive, he gets max HP for 1 second. Max HP recovery. So the only other skill I have maxed out is the 4th skill, Let's take a look at it. Has a paralyze for 1.7 seconds. That's great. Increase all attack 15%, all speed 15%, crit rate by 6%, and removes incapacitation. Still haven't quite figured out what incapacitation is, but I'm sure we're going to find out in the days to come. As I mentioned before, the Power of Angry Hulk, which will be switched to overdrive as soon as I'm able. The gear that I have on, I'm not going to get him a CTP. I don't think that a CTP would work really well on him. He's a speed type character, so his damage is going to be less than, say, Wolverine. It's going to be comparable, I think, comparable to X-23, and she's not too shabby either. Her attacks are so fast that even though her attack output is low, the speed and frequency at which she attacks makes up for it a little bit. So anyway, I got a max HP, recovery rate, and 120 proc. It's decent. It'll have to do for now. As you can see, resource-wise, that's all I can really do right now. So let's take a quick peek at where I am in the Epic Quest. And as you can see, Dimension Rifts. I have to find these missiles in the Dimension Rifts, and I've only been able to find 39 out of 50, and it's so frustrating that I keep doing Dimension Rifts. I'm getting one missile. I'll run 10 missions and I'll get one missile. I'll run 30 missions and I'll get 2 missiles. It's so frustrating. So I've just been burning through all of my energy. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. If any of you actually have Deadpool at 6 stars, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know what your opinion of him is at 6 stars. Anyway, to complete it, not that many crystals, but my crystal level is also pretty drastically low. Anyway, let's get right into some gameplay. And we're going to be going into Shadowland. As you can see, I haven't done anything in Shadowland. I haven't done anything. I haven't touched it. I've been focusing on Deadpool. So, we are going to go up against blast types. Here we go. And I'm going to attempt to do this with a 5-star. This is something I've never done. I've never used a 5-star character solo in any game mode. Well, not in any game mode, but in Shadowland, never. So, let's see how effective he is. I'm going to start off in my skill rotation using this 3 skill. Excuse me, let's skip that. I'm going to start off using 3 skill, and then from 3 into 4 into 2. I might sprinkle in the 1 for the stun, but since this is my first time in Shadowland, I'm going to have to play it by ear and see how well he does. I might actually just get roasted, but we'll see. You guys are along for the ride, so here we go. I'm going to focus on Star-Lord and get him out of the picture. Let's go. Really missing that max skill cooldown. Not bad. 29 seconds, 5-star Deadpool. Not bad at all. And it didn't look like he lost too much health either, so that's pretty impressive. I imagine once I get him to 6 stars, he's going to be really impressive. But that's it for this one. Just a short video, let you guys know I'm still alive and kicking, and I'm still doing videos. So yeah, that's it for this one. As always, like, share, subscribe, click that bell to receive notifications and find out when I'm dropping new videos. And that's all for this one, guys. I will see you all in the next one. Peace.